Howdy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. All right, so thank you all for joining us for tonight's live stream. My name's Matt. I'm the events officer here at the Academy of Interactive Entertainment, or one of them, I should say, sorry. And tonight we are joined by special guest Sid and fellow event officer here, Alyssa. Hello.
Howdy, guys.
All righty, how are we tonight, Sid?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, happy to be here. Yeah, I'm very keen.
Good. And Alyssa?
Yeah, let's go. We're ready.
Jump straight into it. All right.
Filmmaking.
Filmmaking it is. So thank you so much for everyone for joining tonight. Of course, this is a live stream about the Certificate 3 and about the certificate course within filmmaking here at the AIE. But we've got Sid who's going to be talking about it and going in depth, and we're also going to be looking at a few of the projects that have been created from this year's cohort, I believe, which is exciting.
They were last year's cohort, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, last year's cohort. And yeah, diving into a little bit about what it is that you're actually going to learn. So throughout tonight's live stream as well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. More than happy to get them answered as best we can. But without further ado, I think I'll pass over to Alyssa to run tonight's evening. Enjoy.
All right. Thanks, Matt. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Sid. I guess for those that are joining us, this whole live stream is basically aimed at people that maybe are in high school, in year 11 or 12, that are wanting to study filmmaking, or maybe see if filmmaking's for them and they want to make a career out of it. Or potentially you're looking at doing a career course and you just want to make sure filmmaking's the right course for you. So the Certificate 3 in filmmaking is aimed at those two groups. So it's meant to give you an intro into what a career course might be. So Sid is our filmmaking trainer here. So thanks for joining us, Sid. I guess to start us off, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, it's great to be here. Well, yeah, obviously I'm a filmmaking teacher, but I'm also just like a freelance creative. So like I do a lot of filmmaking on the side, a lot of art, just anything sort of creative is what I'd like to spend my time doing.
Yeah, awesome. And what experience have you had around the filmmaking area, I guess, before coming and teaching at AIE? And I guess
Well,
what you do on a general daily basis as well with your creative side as well.
yeah. So, well, I actually studied film at the AIE in the diploma course a couple of years ago. And yeah, I basically, the teachers, Matt and Sandra, yeah, they taught me everything that I know now. And yeah, I also just do a lot of like film work, like working on advertisements and music videos, which are my favorite. So yeah, I love also just getting out to events in the industry, and yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Have you watched it back any of your advanced diploma stuff that you did while you were studying at
Yeah,
AA?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Do you love
yeah.
it or hate it?
I mean, like, yeah. Look, you never really make perfect. You never make Citizen Kane at a film school, but yeah, it's good. It's good to look back to see, like, where I was, and like, it kind of brings back all the fun memories of just like, trial and error at film school, which is the best part about it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so tell us a bit about the course.
Yeah, so like it's a bit of a, just a, beginner course in the way that you kind of get a little bit of everything. So you get to go through, and the course is structured so that you start off with all of like the creative aspects like writing and storyboarding, and then you head into development of the film. Used to have a little bit of VFX. I don't think we'll be doing that anymore. But then it goes into production of the shooting, so planning out all your shot lists and stuff, and then actually like shooting the film, and then going into editing the film. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So is that structured all into different topics? Do they start off with one particular one, learn that, and then go from there? Or do they do it kind of just over and over again throughout the year? How does that work exactly?
So it's in the like it's assessed like one at a time. So you start off with like story development, and then you go on to pre-production, then to production, and then to post-production. But you're sort of constantly doing that over and over again through the course anyway.
Okay. Yeah, nice. All right. And what software is used, I guess, throughout the certificate?
We mainly use DaVinci Resolve because that sort of takes you through editing with um, editing, color grading, and sort of like if some VFX as well, if you'd like to use that all in one program. And we also use Storyboarder, which is a nice digital program for writing storyboards.
And out of my own interest, is that much different to the advanced diploma as well? Do you use that same software if
Um,
you were to continue on?
yes, you do use DaVinci in the advanced diploma um, as well as Storyboarder, but you would also use um, Premiere Pro if you'd like
Okay.
to.
Yeah, okay, cool. And if someone wants to try some of these programs at home or maybe try filmmaking or something like that, is there anything they can do that's free to download or maybe give it a crack, I guess, before they come here?
Yeah, actually, DaVinci it has a free version which pretty much has all of the features. You can cut and edit and export any kind of film, so you can start get it going like shooting films on your phone and download DaVinci Resolve. Storyboard is free as well too if you want to plan that out.
Okay.
But yeah, it's super accessible.
Yeah, awesome. And I assume there's some, I don't know, YouTube tutorials or whatnot that you can follow as well
Yeah, absolutely.
at home if you did want to give it a crack, I guess. All right, if students are looking at doing this course, what will they be using, PCs or Macs?
They will be using PCs for this course. Yeah,
Okay,
everything.
yep.
Yeah.
And what do you prefer personally?
I definitely prefer PCs, just because
Ah,
I mean, like Macs are great and they're
yep,
great for creative things, but PCs you can just kind of bring them to a whole different level, customization.
yep,
Whereas Macs are kind of like this, you kind of know what you're buying, but
yep.
it's a lot tidier.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Righto. All right, and can you tell us a bit about like your major assignments for the course?
Yeah, so I guess like the major assignments are all focused around one big film that you'll be making in a group. So all of your assignments, sort of, especially in story development, your assignments for that part of the course will be a script, a storyboard, and other things that are in the planning of the film, and that kind of keeps going until you make a film in the production stage of the course, and that's where you make the film.
Okay, yeah, nice. And I know this seems like a bit of a crazy question given that we're talking about a filmmaking course,
Mhm.
but I do get asked all the time when I go to expos and things like that, if I
Yeah.
do the filmmaking course, will I actually get to make a film?
Well, I mean, I don't know why you would want to make a film in a filmmaking course. Um,
It's crazy, right?
yeah, and yeah, I don't know about that one, but yes, you do. We not just make the major film, but we also make little films along the way, just to kind of like uh, get creative and just try out some stuff before we kind of get into a bigger project.
Yeah, awesome. So approximately how many do you think that they would make throughout the year if they actually wanted to?
Um, I'd say like we usually make about one big film and up to about like four little films.
Okay, cool. Yeah, decent amount. All right, well, we might actually get Matt to play one of the films. So, Matt, if you're in
Yeah,
the
great.
background, if you want to play one of last year's cohort's films, that'd be awesome.
I am. Say it again so that I mean it.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. That was a little bit scarier than I was expecting for
Yeah.
my Monday arvo.
You find it's a bit of a theme, but student films, they love the horror. They love the horror. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It's hard to do as well, isn't it? It's one of the
Yeah.
harder.
Oh yeah, but it's the funnest one, I reckon.
Okay, yeah, cool. I guess that kind of leads into my next question then. Do the students come up with their own concepts? Do they get to decide exactly what they want to do, or do they have to work within parameters, I guess, to suit, the marking and what they're getting marked on for the actual certificate?
Yeah, like there's a little bit of both. So like they do have the creative. They get to kind of choose what kind of film they want to make, what genre, and how long the film would go for. But they do. There are some parameters involved, just to keep like I think having like barriers. Well, not barriers, but constraints actually is actually really good for the creative process. And
Few
just
guidelines.
yeah, it actually yeah. Um, Obviously, you can't really, I couldn't, it's hard to make a film on Mars in a certificate course. So, obviously, there are some constraints about environment. But apart from that, there's so much to work with.
Yeah, awesome. And who does all the acting as well? Is that all the students?
It's usually just me.
Oh, okay.
That was me. No, no. Uh, it is usually the students. Sometimes they bring like friends that want to are interested in acting,
Okay, cool.
and they will act in their films, especially if they shoot outside of class. But it's usually the students.
All right, awesome. And if you had to pick an ideal student to come into this course, what would that student look like? What kind of personality would they have? What kind of student would this certificate be suited for?
Yeah, it's the perfect student is one that gets along with other people. Like if you love to, um, what if you're looking to be a good team member, and you don't have to be super outgoing or the loudest person, but I think if you're willing to work with people and work with towards the same creative goal, you would love this course. Yeah, it's a very people orientated course.
Okay, yeah, awesome. I guess that's a good point to bring up then. Filmmaking is a very collaborative. Um, you have to work in a team a lot. You have to be around other people all the time. So it is a very collaborative thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, a few questions as well that I get when I go to events and things like that and talk about this course is that do you have to be good at everything or do you have to have some prior knowledge? For instance, some people are like, I don't really like writing or I just want to do the filmmaking side of
Yeah.
things. Do you have to be like a good writer or do you have to be good at something to be able to do this course or do you just have to have the passion to then go in?
I think you kind of want to be at the level of like Steven Spielberg. Like you kind of want to be a master
Yeah,
director before you start the course.
exactly. Perfect.
No, I think you don't need really any skills to come in. If you're not a great creative writer, there's so many other things that you could do. There's storyboarding, which is that's drawing the creations of somebody else's writing or camera work, editing, lighting. Even if you wanted to try some VFX, there's so many different aspects. So yeah, if you're not great at anything, I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Yeah, perfect. And these certificate course are taught from base knowledge as well, so you don't have to you don't have to have any prior knowledge of anything. I mean, obviously, if you've got some camera work or some storyboarding knowledge,
Mm,
it's definitely not going to hurt.
yeah,
But everything is taught from as if you didn't know anything about this course. So
yeah.
that is a good starting point as well. So, if you were looking at films at the certificate level, what makes a good one in your eyes?
Like a good film at a certificate.
Yeah.
Honestly, like like big crazy films are fun, but like anything that's like sort of simple concept, a simple concept, uh, easy to easy to kind of make, not too many locations. And I think Actually, I'd say like the best thing would be funny. Everybody loves to just laugh, and obviously you're not going to be making the next Citizen Kane, so you may as well make people laugh anyway.
I've never even heard of this movie, Citizen Kane, and have I been living under a rock?
Oh, look,
You mentioned it
look,
twice now. I feel like I need to watch it now.
I haven't. Okay, I'm exposing myself, but I haven't seen it. Actually, haven't seen it. It's just that's usually when it's like AIE. We're quite hands-on filmmakers, and we make films. Whereas, like I'd say, like people from other universities, that it's more focused on the finer aspects of filmmaking. Um, but you can't make Citizen Kane if you don't know how to make a film. So I think that's where AIE kind of shines in that aspect.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, while we're on good films, Matt, I believe that we have another one that you're about to play.
You
But
do,
he's got
but
a question.
no, not a question, just a little fact. I thought I'd quickly look it
Oh.
up. So, Citizen Kane
Thanks, Matt. Thanks. Yeah.
won the Academy Award for Best Writing Original Screenplay, and it was nominated for 8 other Academy Awards, and it's by many regarded as the best film American film
Yeah.
made. So
Yeah.
there you go. So,
Oh.
Like,
Have you seen it, Matt?
have I seen it?
Yeah.
No, I
All
haven't.
right. That makes
No.
3 of us then at least.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm not really one for super old school movies, but my dad always wanted to make me watch Casablanca. Apparently that one.
Oh yeah.
Another classic as well. But anyway, all right, let's play the film.
Another film. Awesome.
Another horror.
Oh, is it? Nice. All right.
Nope.
that was in our Adelaide campus, so won't be walking around with the lights out now
Yeah,
after
no,
that one.
delightful film. Yeah, just heartwarming. So yeah.
Yeah, right. No, that's cool. So that one was a little bit longer. Like how long would that have taken all up, like pre-production right through to post-production, do you reckon?
Oh yeah,
Like,
well they we have 2 classes a week, but they were making that for months. So yeah, pretty much almost a whole year. They made like a rough copy, like a rough version of the film, and then they did a whole bunch of planning and created a more polished version, which is the one that you guys saw.
yeah, awesome. And do all the students play it to the other students? Do you have like a little
Yeah,
watching? Yeah,
yeah,
cute.
we love it. We have like a little screening.
Yeah,
I go make, like 6 bags of popcorn, and
brilliant.
it's great. It's really great to just see all the hard work and all, like, just the fun that we've made, and yeah, on the screen.
Yeah, what everyone's been working on for a whole year. Yeah, awesome. And if people did want to take this further, I guess where does the certificate course lead once you've completed it?
Where does so
What's the next stage, I guess?
you could basically, the most obvious point, like going through the cert, basically gives you all of the skills to go straight into the diploma course at the AIE. Yeah, it's kind of like the perfect runway, and it's the same sort of learning. So it's quite hands on, and you basically get to use a lot more equipment than you would at other film schools. And yeah, while we use like quite a bit of like a bit of the basic equipment in the Cert 3, you get to go on in the diploma and use a lot more equipment, and you have a lot more access to a lot more locations. And yeah, so either
Yeah,
that,
awesome.
or if you find that you're not interested in the film industry, you can still have the skills to go out and make films on the weekend as well with your friends.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say if you can try something in school and realize you don't like it, it's so much better than doing like a 3-year degree and
Oh yeah.
realizing you don't like it. So try it in school while you can. Have it count towards all your school credits and everything like that.
Nice.
All right. Any advice for any potential students wanting to get into filmmaking?
Honestly, like, there are like events around Adelaide which you can go to. You can see like local filmmaking screenings or networking events. But honestly, like, the best thing to do is to just go out and make films. Like, go out, try making some films with your friends, and if even if it's not the greatest, like, at least you can show it as kind of creative intent to get into like a course, and yeah, show your friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely. And um, the filmmaking industry, as well as the games industry, is very much a portfolio industry. So whether you're coming to AIE, whether you're going to another university, you're most likely going to need a little portfolio of work to get into the course. So
Yeah,
whether that be you doing it by yourself at home, following around someone with your iPhone and then editing it, or doing this course and then having it, it's a really good starting point to create your portfolio or start creating your portfolio to then go on to further study as well.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Matt, I might get you to talk about the subsidies that AIE provide for this particular course.
Hello, welcome back. Before I do, I might just quickly
Mhm.
ask Sid.
Yeah.
Sid, one of the, I guess, look, when talking about challenges of filmmaking,
Mhm.
actually, I've got 2 questions. Sorry, one is with
Oh,
the challenges. Is it similar to game in which we see a lot of our students here? One of the most common problems that I don't say frustrating, but like
yeah,
that we see is overscoping. So like people
yeah,
coming in and being like, I want to make the biggest game in the world. It's like you don't have time. Do you
yeah.
get a lot of film students who come in and like, I want to make the next Citizen Kane?
There we go again.
Throwback, throwback.
and overscope or
Yes,
like
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think that's honestly a great thing. Like, I think obviously it's more of a skill to be able to scale down your ideas. But I think being a creative, like, you got to kind of shoot for the moon. Like, you've really got to, at the start of a project, you got to really think, how far can I take this? Um, but you kind of do have to learn the skill, which is an important skill, is how do I scale that down to where I'm at now and the resources that I have.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's good. And the second question I had was, if you're like a careers advisor, I guess, watching this, or a teacher from a school or a parent or someone, let's say that someone has never thought about filmmaking, right, as a career, but they see other areas or other skills in which someone has that could relate to filmmaking, e.g., are you looking for, like, if someone is a really good team worker and they're creative and they're organized, are those kind of the key skills you're looking at to transition into filmmaking? Or are you looking, like, for instance, like, is someone good at science? Is someone good at drama? Is someone good at, like, mathematics, English? Like, what, I guess in school, if you're seeing someone excel in an area or enjoy another area, what do you think those areas, I guess, would be relate to filmmaking?
Yeah, I definitely think it would be more of the creative subjects, like art. Art has a lot of parallels with lots of camera work and pre-production. Like, obviously, if you're good at drawing, you can make really good storyboards, and you also just have a kind of idea of like composition and color, which is actually translate like really well with filmmaking. I found that when I went into filmmaking, I was drawing stick figures, but as you know, 3 months in, I started, trying digital art, and because there's a lot of crossing over there, I found it a lot easier. Apart from that, though, I'm not sure if there's many other subjects. I mean, it's been a while since I've been at school. I can't remember what subjects there are.
Would you suggest, for students who are passionate about filmmaking, like drama, studying
Oh,
drama
yeah,
helps? Yeah,
absolutely.
doing a bit of acting possibly.
Yeah, yes. And you kind of get to learn what happens behind the scenes. And believe me, there are plenty of opportunities to act in the films if you if that's something that you want to do.
Yeah, cool. All right, excellent. So we are pretty much at the end. However, I will just bring up our lovely website for everyone, because I want to talk about now, if you did listen to today's live stream or tonight's live stream and you really enjoyed it, there are plenty of resources on our website for you. So aie.edu.au. At the top tab here, you can see our courses. Of course, tonight we really focused in on our filmmaking course, as well as a little bit about our 3D animation and film for VFX course. But you can go here and you can see that we've got different levels of education, dependent on what area you're kind of wanting to go into or what level you're wanting to go into. The course that we were talking about tonight, you can find here under the filmmaking courses. You can see the certificate course here. So if you click see course, it has a lot more information about the course content, and as well as it's got your course fees and start dates. Now, these change throughout the year, so the ones that I'm showing you tonight, please do not think that this is all that they offer. There's many that we do run. So please just check the website for those. And you can also get in touch with your closest campus and ask them directly as well. And you can just go ahead straight on and enroll. The nice part is, if you are in years 10, 11 or 12 in high school, or if you're studying it as a part of your SACE or your HSC or your VCS, we actually give a 50% discount off the top. So you get 50% off of the certificate 3, which is really handy, mostly for the parents. And also speak with your school, because there are sometimes subsidies that the school makes as well. So schools can sometimes help pay for the course. For parents listening out there as well, we do have payment plans if you want to pay for it over the course of the year as well. So it's not needed to be all up front. Once you've finished the course, or if you're interested more in the career side of things, of course, we've got our advanced diploma in filmmaking as well. Once again, you can come here and you can see everything about the course content, the software, delivery times, topics, the qualifications you get, entry requirements, etc. Also on our websites, we do have a range of events. We've got open days, information evenings, film production workshops. We've got all sorts of different events. So please do head to the website to have a look where we're up to with those. But that's enough from, I guess, the website for me for now. But thank you all so much for joining tonight. Once again, we are more than happy to speak with anyone if they do have a bit of a passion for anything games or film. So reach out. People like Sid and Melissa, we love chatting with people interested and happy to give advice as well as help get you started.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, awesome. Any last sign-offs for you, Sid or Alyssa?
I reckon, I'll preach the course. Like, we just have a blast. You get to meet so many new, like, different people of different creative backgrounds, and it's just a great course, and I couldn't sing it more highly.
Awesome.
Cool.
Nothing from me. Just going home to watch Citizen Kane tonight, you know.
All right, we'll check in with you tomorrow morning and see how that went. All righty, everyone.